to do the same thing you've been doing if your ideology is the same or manifesto is the
now
same?
It depends on the individual who is at the helm of affairs. Somebody must be there to drive that manifesto to work and ensure that it works properly and will ensure that at least it meets the needs of the people. That's why we are in government. It's not anybody can be in politics, but not everybody can be.
Mr. Yedele, what difference will APC make?
Thank you, Yomi. It's apparent that PDP has no idea of what to do to move.
Let us leave PDP.
Please, I'm making a point. For 16 years, they have been in government. When they came in, the external reserves of this country was $55 billion. Today, it is 33-point-something billion. What have they done with $20 billion? The $20 billion is enough to have built 50,000 kilometers of roads. Now, what we're going to do differently is to ensure that we use the resources of these people to revamp the economy, to revamp the infrastructures. The manifesto of General Muhammadu Buhari speaks about amending the constitution to ensure devolution of powers, duties and responsibilities to the states, to ensure true fiscal and political federalism. We spoke about ensuring that the security of our people will be the primary objective of government. Now, I'm very happy, on one hand, that the price of oil has dipped from $140 when PDP has been in government to below $56. And I say I'm happy because countries like Japan, like Germany, like Britain don't depend on oil. They don't have oil. They don't have these resources. So what we're going to do is to, for instance, do you know that Nigeria can be a hub of an airline hub for the rest of the world? This is a country where we sell the best aviation fuel. We have the best aviation. There's no reason, if our airports are functioning very well, why airlines cannot use this country as a hub. Do you know how much money we're going to make from that?
Before you go on to, you continue what you're going to do.
Yes.
What have you done? I mean, your party's governing some states.
Oh, no.
What have you done?
It's obvious. Everywhere where you have seen an APC government, there has been a marked difference in the delivery of services to the people, in terms of healthcare delivery, in terms of education, in terms of infrastructures, in terms of security. I mean, go and check the statistics. The security, I mean, the level of crime in Lagos State has gone down by almost 60% since this government came into being. Before the APC became the government in Lagos State, you couldn't walk on Oshodi. Today, area boys, you can go to the central business district in Lagos, and there are no problems. You know, so I mean, it's obvious that the difference between APC and PDP is so. I mean, it's like between day and night.
You know why I took you back here?
Yes.
What you've done. Mr. Shelley was talking about in Ekiti where your government or your governor was not able to reach down to the grassroots. You're using Lagos as an example. Let's look at the other states that
let me explain
that you've been working on. No, let's leave Ekiti and look at the other states.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I mean, go to Nasarawa, go to Oyo State, go to Ogun State. Look, every state has a different has different problems. You cannot apply what obtains in Lagos to Ekiti. Now, Ekiti was far less developed than Lagos. So the governor had to bring that state back from the doldrums to that level. And it is this same Fayoshe that destroyed Ekiti State anyway.
Okay.
I mean, so it's important that you don't use, if a child is in a ditch, you don't use the same method to bring that child from that ditch onto the surface that as you will use to lift that child from that surface to a different height. So that's what is happening in Ekiti State. Unfortunately, what it calls disconnect is a lack of foresight, because very soon you will begin to see the fruits of what that governor has done in Ekiti.
Okay, let's look at the elections. Next month, the general elections will start, and how prepared would you say INEC is to conduct a free, fair, and credible election?
I have to be sincere. I'm a little bit scared. I'm a little bit afraid. Probably there are certain things they are doing that we don't know. But from the little I can see, they have not put in their best. The INEC offices are not located in the local government where you can easily approach as and get information. And when you pass information to them, you hardly get feedback, because many people have not even collected their PVC up to this moment. And I believe their machines may even break down on election day. That's my fear and that's my worry. But I know if they still apply more effort, they can do better. But so far, they've not made the yearnings of the people. Many people have not collected their PVC, permanent voters cards. Many have not even registered up to now, and they want to do so. So I want to encourage INEC to do more to ensure that they meet the yearnings of the people.
Okay, do you also share Mr. Shelley's sentiment?
I share it, and more of it. Of course, you read in the papers yesterday, on the front page of the papers yesterday, allegations that a particular state governor has been going about purchasing even the PVCs from people who have it, because the man has stockpiled a lot of money, and he can do that. One, where Nigerians must help us to keep INEC on its toes, to insist that every Nigerian within this short period can collect their PVC. And if they cannot, then we must devise a means of allowing those who have genuinely registered but do not have a PVC to vote, because we have also noticed that there's a systematic approach to the areas where these PVCs are the release of PVCs are problematic, and these are the strongholds of APC. For instance, in Lagos, for instance, in Kano, and look, you may not agree with us, but these are obviously our strongholds, and we want to ensure that Nigerians are not disenfranchised. It is the desire of Nigerians to express their preference in these coming elections, and we must ensure that we all work together as citizens of this country to ensure that every Nigerian has
yesterday I got an information that somebody is distributing inside his house, from inside his house, number 11, somewhere in Ipaja. And when I got that message, I quickly sent it across to the SSS operators to investigate. These are the ways to ensure that things are done properly. He's alleging that PDP is buying voters' cards. This is unfair. I have from a reliable source that one of their leaders is even mopping up the excess cards in the system.
I said there were allegations.
You also mentioned
I didn't mention PDP. I said there were allegations on the front page of a newspaper yesterday that somebody is busy.
Which newspaper is this?
It was in, I think, The Nation and one other newspaper yesterday.
You know what? The president in his New Year broadcast said something, and I'll read it out. He said, after the 2011 general elections, some unpatriotic elements embarked on an orgy of violence, resulting in the destruction of lives and property. That will not be allowed to happen this time around. This government will act decisively against anyone who disrupts the public peace before, during, or after 2015 general elections. Now, how much